BXB. It's in the game!
The Xbox has no shortage of vertical or horizontal scrolling shoot 'em ups. Sadly, most of them are absolutely awful, but it gives me a lot of pleasure to say that the Skyforce Anniversary Edition that's just come out quite recently on Xbox One isn't an awful shoot 'em up. It's actually a fantastically good shoot 'em up. Originally released in 2004 on of all things, on a Pocket PC and the Palm OS. Wow, that makes me feel old that I remember that hardware in the first place. But yeah, 2004, made by a little Polish developer. But yeah, finally we've got it here on Xbox One after the 2014 version came out on PC, I think in 2015. We've now got console versions that came out in 2016 on Xbox One, PS4, etc. And I'm reviewing here the Xbox One version. And it's a shoot 'em up. It's a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. As you're watching from the video here, you've probably already guessed how most of the mechanics work in Skyforce. It's simple enough. It's, but what makes it stand out from, the plethora of other terrible shoot 'em ups on Xbox One is this game is polished. This game is built well, designed well, plays well. And it's such a fantastic relief to finally have a great example of this genre on the Xbox One. Basically, yeah, you are a little ship, and you fly up the screen and fight various enemies of varying difficulty. What more is there to say? But what makes Skyforce stand out is a couple of things. First of all, the visual presentation is sharp, it's crisp, it's got good art design, it looks nice, the way the story is told with the talking heads, the way the enemies look, the 3D models, all of it just looks polished and it looks refined. It probably helps that this is based on a game from over 10 years ago, so there's a nice backbone for them to work on here. But even beyond that, the game just looks and plays really, really nice. So let's talk about the way it plays. The controls are simple enough. You move around the screen with your left thumbstick, as you would expect in a shoot 'em up. You can go up and down, obviously. You fire with the right trigger, and that's about it. Now, what sets this apart from other shoot 'em ups is the upgrade system. Now, as you can see as I'm playing, I'm collecting stars. Now, those stars are the currency in the game, and they can be used to upgrade everything from the health of the vessel to the different firing options you have, from like wing cannons and missiles and things like that, to all kinds of really impressive upgrades that I don't want to spoil because they're fun to get. But the reason that you want to actually grind out these levels and pick up these stars is that there are various tasks that give you more points and things to aim for as you play the level again and again and again. So you can rescue all the survivors, or the little guys that you have to pick up off the ground. You can kill all the enemies, not let any go past. You can not get hit at all. Just a few various ways in which you can improve the playing of the levels. Now, it's important that you get these these sort of tasks as you go through the level, because that's how subsequent levels are unlocked. Obviously, you have to beat the previous level, but then the other levels are gated by the amount of kind of optional objectives you complete as you go through the playthrough. So, you've got an upgrade mechanic, which is helping you get better at the game, and it's sort of paced in a way that those upgrades feel that they come at the right time to actually help you as your skills improve, because this game is hard. It's a shoot 'em up, and it's unashamedly punishing, especially when you first get to a level you feel underpowered. So you might want to go back and upgrade your ship prior to tackling the latest challenge. But every time you do, and every time you get there, you feel like you're a bit better, you get to know those enemy patterns a little bit better, you get the better weapons and things like that, and that helps you progress through the game. So the balance of the upgrades, the progression mechanics, the replayability, and the little sort of side objectives you have to do to continue through the game really makes for a real nice gameplay loop that makes you want to come back again and again and again and play more and more of Skyforce Anniversary. Now, while I was reviewing this, I also had a couple of other games in my docket, and I must admit that this is the game that I kept on wanting to come back to and play more of. So I think that's a real testament to say that sometimes a simple game with smaller aspirations, when done well, when polished well, is a great fun experience. And I really rate Skyforce Anniversary, and I would say it's easily the best shmup on the Xbox One right now. So make sure you check it out. Easy for me to give this 4 out of 5 stars.
BXB. It's in the game!